What is going on, YouTube? This is Sinister TCG here, coming to you guys with an exclusive Majespecter Magician deck profile. As you guys know, in their previous video, we released Aqua Actress deck profile, which wasn't that great. It was a little fun deck, and by no means it was competitive. Now this deck is a little bit more competitive, and it's actually really fun to play. Let's get into it. So of course, we run triple Dragon Pit Magician. Pretty much a card you're always going to have in your pendulum scale, and you're going to want to discard a monster to pop a card in the field. By now you guys should know what all these cards do. Actually, they came out in the Masters of Pendulum structure deck, which is fine. So then, after that you play triple Oath Dragon Magician, of course, to go along with the Dragon Pit Magician. These cards are really great, actually. They combo well together, and that's what's really cool about this deck. It's really fun. It's really cool to play. It's just how it goes together. It's just really cool. Pretty much another card that you're always going to have in your pendulum scale. He's kind of like the recycler in the deck. He gets your odd eyes and your magicians back to your hand, which is fine. You know, what deck isn't great with recycling? Come on now, like, that's awesome. So then we play triple Wisdom Eye Magician, of course, to go along with those three other guys. Again, this is a card that actually lets you fix your scales, to be honest. If you only have, let's say, this guy and this guy in your hand, you could destroy him and get a Dragon Pit out. That's awesome, actually. And then you could pretty much go off after that, and then with his effect, return him back to your hand to Z in the extra deck, since they don't pretty much go to the graveyard, since they're pendulum cards. And then after that, I only play one other Magician, and that is the Shanky Magician. Again, he is like the beat stick of the deck. He has 2500 attack, and he's a level 7. It's pretty good. He's pretty much going to help you do your rank 7s. You're pretty much going to use him to do rank 7s, or you're pretty much going to use him to go for an OTK. Since he is 2500 attack, you can bring him with Trapeze Magician and target him to make a double attack, and it's pretty much 5000 attack direct, and that's like almost game, like really awesome. Then again, I play through Joker. True Joker is really fine. Searches out the other magicians and the odd eyes whenever you need them. It also depends on like how the duel's going. That it's pretty much going to be a top deck card. If it's like late in the duel, this is going to be really great. Even if it's early in the duel, it's going to be great. Anywhere in the duel, this card is just really great. You guys got to be careful with this card though, because this effect only activates when it's normal summon, not when you special summon it by pendulum or in any other way. But this is really awesome. Then of course, following with the 3 odd eyes, again, you're going to use this to OTK. It's 2500 and it's a level 7. It's pretty much what you want to do. He's also a searcher, which is nice. If you put him in your pendulum zone, he gets destroyed in the end phase, and you pretty much search out a pendulum monster. That's awesome. And then we play triple Bumbuku. Of course, this is Majespecter and Magician, so you have both engines in one. And he pretty much searches out, like Joker, he searches out your Majespecters though. He searches out Kyuubi, Yada, and Kirin. That's pretty fine. You can even search himself out if you want to, but I prefer to get Kirin always because bouncing is awesome. And then we play triple Kyuubi. There is 5 targets per Fox. There is Tempest and Tornado, which is the one that negates special summons and effects, and the one that banishes. Both cards are really great, honestly. I really like Kyuubi. Also, you're going to use it to do the rank force. And then double Yada, of course. I don't really like him that much. I know that Sneak Peek was yesterday, and I couldn't really get Ogama. But Yada's awesome. I really like it. It does get the spell card, Cyclone, I believe, to your hand, and you can pretty much destroy a monster on the field, which is really nice. If you guys could replace it with Apex Avian, that'd be great too, and just add in MSTs, but Yada does fine as well. It's not a bad card overall. And then I play double Kirin, of course, the card that you're always going to want to search out with Bumbuku. Double Kirin, of course, bounces and pretty much does your rank 6s of the deck. You do play 2 rank 6s, and of course, Kirin is just badass, man. You could just bounce a Joker back to your hand, and any card on your opponent's side of the field, summon the Joker, and you get effect all over again. It's pretty cool. And then for the traps, play triple Tempest. double cyclone, of course to negate effects and special summons, and of course to banish. All these are great. All searchable by Kyubi, which is awesome. Sadly, Kyubi's effects only once per turn, so if you have two, you can only get one. Sadly, but they're all great. This one's really good. Takes out threat cards. Like a big threat to this deck would probably be Dark Law and Naturia Beast, especially Naturia Beast, because you play spell cards in here. I think you want to be able to activate your zones, so this is actually a pretty good out to it. It's really great. Naturia Beast does destroy sometimes though. Of course, Vanity's Emptiness to stop some annoying special summons from your opponent. Stalls out for a turn as well. And then double Cyclone. Again, for Yada, of course, you run two, so you think you should be able to run two of these as well. There's no point if you have two and two. And then double Wavering Eyes. It's a really good card. It's also a very easy side out. It works against like Pendulum decks, but not always against other decks. But this is overall still a good card though. It does help you plus a lot. And then I play triple Pendulum Call. Of course, I love seeing this card in my hand. It is an awesome card and it's a great card. This pretty much adds 2 Magicians to your hand, and that's pretty awesome. Pretty much sets your skills, and you'll be able to Pendulum Summon and pretty much go off from there. And then for the ranks, we run Totem Bird, and then Alucard, and Acid Golem, pretty much to bait out some back row, bounce a set card, and run over something big. Again, like Cosmo Destroyer could be a pretty big problem because it can be targeted, so you pretty much can't use your Majespecter cards, and this is pretty much something you can run over with. And then for Force, I play Castel, Trapeze Magician, Gaga Cowboy, Lightning Chidori, number 101, and Master Paladin. Again, all these cards work really great. Castel bounces, Trapeze Magician for OTKs, Gaga Cowboy to push for game. Lightning Chidori again bounces just like Castel. Number 101 takes a special summon monster that's really awesome. Who doesn't like to do that? It's kind of like a troll. And Magister Paladin, actually, I would actually take this out if I were you guys, but I kind of like it just for its special summon effect, but considering the fact you can't detach to activate its other effect, kind of sucks because I don't run Luster Pendulums. But it is, I guess, an alright card. I think if it had Luster Pendulums, it would have been a whole lot better. So for 2 6s, I run Golem Launcher and number 39. Golem Launcher, of course, clear some boards and get rid of 2 monsters by detaching 2. That's awesome. It's not once per turn, so you can do it twice. You could detach 2 and pretty much destroy 2. Number 39, again, for Cosmo Destroyer, because sometimes they'll just put it out and you can't run it over. And this is something that really does, because it makes this attack 0, so it's kind of like it taking a direct attack. That's pretty awesome. And then for our 7s is, of course, Staple Draco Sack, Staple Big Eye, of course, Red Eyes, and Odd Eyes Absolute. Again, this is kind of new. He pretty much does OTKs. It's a really awesome card what you could do with him. If you could get the basic combo down with him, this deck is like so easy to use. It's so fun to play actually. The OTKs just come naturally once you get this down. Or just move to extra decks, so I do run double Maxi. Of course, this is like pretty much telling your opponent to like stop special summoning, like it forces him to stop special summoning. I mean, if someone draw Maxi on me, I don't think I would keep letting him draw. Especially like Pepe, like man, that thing is just gonna wreck me next turn, so I'll probably stop. And then we play a Solemn, of course. Who doesn't love Solemn? Solemn just stops everything. Solemn is amazing. Again, Steve Peak was yesterday and Solemn Notice came out. I will be getting some of those and pretty much putting them in these decks. Then we play triple Imperial Iron Wall, of course. Infernoids are still a thing, and Infernoids could sometimes be pretty strong if they bring out the Viati and Anunku out, and it's kind of could be a problem because they're pretty high attacks. And also for Dark Law, because Dark Law can be a huge problem for this deck, man. Like, everybody hates banishing, and Dark Law, that's all he does is, and like pretty much when you add or anything like that, his effect will activate, and that sucks honestly. And then we play triple MST. course, taking out that lose one turn or that skill drain could be really clutch sometimes, or any face down that could probably be waiting for you. Storming Mirror Force would be incredibly like bad sometimes because it returns all into your hand. That's kind of what you don't want. Then we play one Regeki, of course, side. And I play two Mirror Force. I get into a debate with my friends about this card. Like, some of them don't like it, some of them do. I personally think Mirror Force is MVP. Mirror Force just clears the board. Like, who doesn't like that? I think that's freaking awesome, especially they special summon everything, and then they go for the attack. They think they're gonna win, and then somehow Mirror Force just appears, and they're just like, oh crap, what do I do now? And it's just like, you put so much pressure, like you make them think a lot more. But Mirror Force is just amazing. Clears the boards, man. It's a troll card. And then I play double Grandhorn again. I don't really like this card that much, honestly. Just makes your opponent plus. I don't think you would want your opponent to plus. I think I would hate that, honestly. Because sometimes you could probably give them a top deck card, and considering the fact that they're going to draw into their turn again, it could probably be bad sometimes. But it is a good card because it does force them into battle phase, which is nice. But it's questionable, it is. And two cards I actually been wanting to try it on this deck is this card. This thing is called the Empowering Dragon. This card is cool because when it's Pendulum Summon, it bounces a card in the field, but it doesn't bounce them back to the deck. It bounces them to the hand. That could be questionable at times, but it is good to start an OTK because if they have one monster on the field, you can just put it back to the hand and just push forward, which is really nice. And it's also a level 6 too, so yeah, you can pretty much do your rank 6s with this guy. Well, that's it for the deck profile, you guys. Please do me a favor to like and subscribe to the video. Alright, this is Sinister TCG signing off. Thank you.